There once was a FurryCon held at high-end hotels in Las Vegas and Florida. It had parties in $25,000 suites, rented out aquariums, amusement parks, water parks, and even restaurants for the attendees. However, it was canceled after 9 years mysteriously. What happened? Let me tell you about the best FurryCon of all time, Elliot's Spring Gathering. If you're wondering what's around my neck, it's actually the lanyard from Elliot's. It even has a little zipper pocket on it. How convenient. I think for the rest of this video, I'm not going to wear the fursuit head. It all started in 2007 as a 3-day event in Florida and grew in popularity and attendance because it was something very different than a traditional furry con.
And what I like about Elliot's most of all is that it's not really a fur con per se, it's more like a vacation.
There's one person that funded all these ESG events, and I can tell you there's no way that registration covered even close to what these things must have cost. They never called them conventions. Instead, they were gatherings and events, and they were held throughout every season, fall, summer, winter, and the best being spring. They were epic. In 2013, Elliot's Spring Gathering was the first furry event to ever be held in Las Vegas and changed furry conventions forever. But my first ESG was in 2012 in Florida. It was held at the Hyatt Regency in Orlando, and I was told by all my friends I had to check it out. When I arrived at the hotel in Florida, it was literally the nicest and best hotel I've ever seen for any type of furry event ever. It had the most amazing pool with caves, slides, and it was open all night. Like, we could party there whenever we wanted, bring booze. They didn't care. This pool was out of this world. The pool parties were something else. I may have got too drunk by accident and jumped into the pool with my cell phone in my pocket. My friends were great. They took me back to the suite, gave me food, called front desk, and we got this huge bag of rice. It was funny, and yeah, the rice actually did eventually fix my phone after the con. I mentioned at the beginning that they rented out water parks. Well, they did at ESG. It was like a Wet n Wild, I think. I haven't looked it up. I remember after the water park going to the parties. These were not like regular con parties. The con, or Elliot's, threw them in their own suites they rented out. There was booze. Everyone was there. There was DJs. You didn't have to look for people. You didn't have to worry. That's where the party was. It wasn't elitist. Everyone was invited. But that's what made Elliot so special. And that's what made me want to return in 2013 for Vegas. It was held at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas, which isn't there anymore and is now the Virgin Hotel, which ironically is across the street from the LVFC Hotel. That's why I always stay at the Virgin when I go to LVFC, because it's kind of memories of the first ESG. Trying to describe everything and remember what happened at ESG in Vegas is hard, but here's a couple things they did. For sure, I know Elliot's was also the first ever furry thing to rent out a full club in the hotel. They rented out the club called Vanity. I remember because I DJ'd there. Everyone had a great time going to a club for just us, just the furries. In Las Vegas, those clubs, I can't even imagine what it would cost to rent it out. After the club night, I did something that is unspeakable. I was so excited, so drunk, partying with friends in the casino. I had my fursuit bag with my fursuit in it, and I left it there. Like, the next morning is when I figured out that I'd left my fursuit in a casino, and went to the front desk, the lost and found or whatever, and they had my fursuit. That was 2013 in Las Vegas, but there was 2014 and 2016, and that's really what I'm making this video about. They were something out of this world. It went to a bigger, more exclusive hotel, the Palms, and it just went off. But 2014 and 2016, I'm gonna kind of talk about together because it's in the same hotel. The experience is all blend. To give you an idea how nice this hotel was back then, here's Nicolas Cage. That's who I saw when I first checked into my room. On the first day or second day, they rented out the amusement park at Circus Circus, so just a bunch of furries. So we're here at the Adventure Dome in Circus Circus. Went to this ratchet amusement park. If you don't know anything about Circus Circus, it's kind of like one of the worst hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. I talked about the pool parties before, but these were different now. They were catered to the max. DJs. I DJ'd at the pool. I can't not talk about the parties at ESG Vegas. They rented out the villas. The villas at Palms right now are about $25,000 a night to rent. They have their own pool on the balcony, but a furry event had that room every year for every night. It was magical. Like I keep saying, it was I don't know how to describe it. Panels. Every con's gonna have panels, right? This one did. They're very different. Not your traditional panels. There was a panel on burlesque. There's panels on voice acting with professional voice actors like from cartoons teaching them. There was mixology panels with professional mixologists like from high-end hotels in Las Vegas. I think it was a restaurant actually, Demonico's, I think. You'll see in some of these videos here that they did like limo rides where they put all the furries on it. Of course they did the sign. One video I saw, I didn't know that they did this. They rented a bus and went down the strip in Las Vegas in May during the day. Get it. I don't know how they did that. I couldn't, it'd be too hot. And they were in fursuit. Impressive that they managed to pull this off. Unfortunately, Elliott Spring Gathering 2016 in Las Vegas was the last Elliott's event. If you look on their Twitter, there's been no updates for a long time. They've liked a couple things, but no actual posts. Website's down. I don't think there's gonna be another one, but we can always hope. Trying to describe cons off of my memory and just looking at pictures from like 8, 10 years ago is always gonna be a little bit hard. But I can tell you, to this day, Elliott Spring Gathering is the best furry event, convention, whatever you call it, that I've ever been to, and I have a feeling a lot of other people will echo what I'm saying that attended them. And the generosity of the person who threw these events was unprecedented. The people that attended ESG are forever grateful for them throwing the best furry events in history. Would you have gone to ESG, or did you?